Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus. N-E-G-U-S, Negus.
Hustle Hotep, what's going on, brother?
Well, you know, ain't nothing changed but the oppressors.
Not many brothers people, period. Less than 1%, bro. Less than 1%.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, and out of that less than 1% is less than 1% of black. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
Deacon clearly ain't got no filter, and and the bishop he working on it, but you know God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dreams, but you do.
We want to encourage you if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself.
And supporting is like, sharing, and reviewing, but supporting is also sending that money in.
P.I.M.P.I.N.G, positively influencing my people in negotiating growth.
Yo, bro, you was reading books for pizza, son. You on a different level of poor, yeah.
I do. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we giving y'all a free game away on here.
Hey, yo, bro, y'all ain't never did nothing, yo. Y'all ain't never been the best at your local YMCA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even imagine the immense pressure that it is just to stay on top.
Look, y'all. Welcome to the church. The good deacon and the bishop. We doing it ourselves, and we want to encourage you. Look here. Think again. Start asking the right questions to grow and help other people grow.
BIngham looking like 2 chains. So let's get to the Jessie of the week.
Put it up, brother. I don't even think I need to say much. Just put it up. Y'all see that headline? Our Jessie of the week is Trick Daddy, who defends eating booty. And that's who you got rolling your blunt and passing it to you.
Oh, you gonna learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah,
it's about love.
If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to read them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them.
Nick go nig if you let them. What's going on, people? We back again. This is episode 60. This is a major episode. We are more than 60%. Well, we are at 60% of what we committed to do. We committed to do 100 episodes, and we're gonna come back. So we got a very special episode for this week. So let me introduce the show. I'm going into it. So welcome to P.I.M.P.I.N.G, Negus, the show. I am one of the hosts, the good Deacon Bethea, aka the Negro Pen, aka what's the other one people be calling me? I forgot. But go on, who I'm with, man? Who I'm with?
Every time you do the intro, I just look at it's the good Bishop Bingham Hustle Hotep, as my good brother likes to call me, aka Charlie Hustle, aka Good Game, aka a man just trying to make it into heaven, y'all.
Y'all gotta step my AKA games up, man, because you got a lot of AKAs, bro. What the show about? Tell the people what the show about.
Oh man, the show is about love. It's about growth, positively influencing. I'm gonna say but when you own it, it's pimping, positively influencing my people in negotiating growth. You get a chance to see the good bishop and the deacon negotiate their growth and learn. Life should be all about learning, and in learning, you learn that we all need a little grace and mercy and love. And so that's our show. And welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Welcome to the church. And before I get into it, let me give a shout out to Lambert Logan. He hit the Cash App last week. He hit that Cash App.
Yes, sir.
Now we got to get a different noise. So Lambert, if you out there, shout out to you, brother. Good looking out on the Cash App. Yeah. So
That's
let's get into
Newport news. Bad news, Virginia.
Oh, he's from Newport News. I don't
Yes,
want no
sir.
problem
Where
with
you
that
think
joker.
he came from?
I think I was talking trash to that joker. I was wilding. I don't want no problems with you, man.
No,
Newport
you
News.
don't. Hey, VA, look like you don't want no problems with him either. He'll snuff you out quick.
He'll run laps around me.
Speaking of laps, brother, the sun's out. You got the guns out. I see you.
I got. You know, it'd be hot in his office in on the summertime, and it'd be cold in the winter because they don't put the they don't let you control that temperature during the week. I mean on the weekends. But let's get into the show, man. So before we get into the show, what you got going on? Let's promote ourselves. What you got? What you got going on, brother?
God is still great and keeping it trill with y'all. We tell y'all when life is good, it's been all bad for you, boy. COVID's outside, man. I think I caught the no, ain't no think. My wife forced me to get a test. Yeah, I got it. And you know, them home tests be janky, but my lines lit up super quick. She was like, look, what is you doing, Gladys? You supposed to stay, Gladys. I told you, I got this. I got this.
Go ahead.
Man, it's to have me down bad. So if I start sweating like a pimp in church when they pass the collection plate, you know what's going on. I got my Pedialyte, but for the 60th episode and my halls, for the 60th episode, I had to show up, and we here, brother. That's what's been going on this week.
Yeah.
I took my first acting class, man.
How did it go? How did it go?
This lady is dope. She's an OG. We was laughing. You know what was her favorite line? She was like, I don't say that, but I've heard people say it to me in private. Niggas gon' nig if you let them.
Oh, she's familiar with the content.
Oh, she done read the script. I'm reading with her.
Reading it. Got you.
She's telling me how to, what's the word she's telling me how to score the script, remember the phrases and the memories that help you to say it in the way that you like. I'm enjoying it, man. So I'm learning something new, bro.
Things are this virtual in person.
Yeah, no, this virtual because I had COVID. She's up there in Maryland, man.
Oh, Maryland, that's right.
She used to teach at Howard. Like, she's a big freaking deal. I'm so blessed. Like, somebody just plugged me, and yeah, man. So that was the highlight of my week. And COVID just been kicking my butt because I won't sit down. I got too much to do to lay down for hours at a time, and that has prolonged this thing. What's up with you though, brother?
Yeah, man. So everything is good on my end. No COVID. I'm living my vax life. That don't necessarily mean I can't get COVID.
I forgot that. Yeah. Of course, I've been out here living my vax life, but COVID's back outside. That don't stop you, y'all.
Back. So I just read this. Speaking of back outside, I just read an article, like the rates of the COVID positive has been rising up again. So this COVID is here to stay, man. You just got to be safe out here. Be smart, get healthy, eat right. But I got the minority business accelerator up again. So it's up for sale. You can go to my page, Bethea.com, or you can check on Eventbrite. Just type in my name and it should pop up. What else I got going on? That's the main thing I got going on right now. Besides
that, brother, you
get.
Why do you do it? What is it?
So it's an online. Good question. Look at the pimp. Get it. Hit that man cash app. Put your cash app up there. Yo. Hit that man cash app. So we got so it's an online on-demand course / community. So you get support. It's scheduled to be over 4 weeks, which obviously you could go through it faster than that, but I suggest don't go through it. Go through it week by week and take your time. And so it's basically to set your business up the right way and for you to put you in place to get these government and these private contracts if you're a minority, which includes women. So women or veteran-owned enterprise. So we help you get your certifications. It's a process. So we go through, take care of your personal business first. So we tell you how to take care of your personal business, what structure you should be using. We advise you on that. Then you got what organizations you just join. So it's a community, and you're supposed to help each other out. So if you're not willing to help people out either, just even on some, so whoever plugged you with the with the acting coach. I can't help you with this, but I got this. So it's really about you know, progressing and helping each other out. And you know, obviously it's for a fee, it ain't for free. but it's a great program. And there's thousands of dollars worth of edible legal forms. So we doing it, man. We doing it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we got. So you're not available to reveal anything else that we say that for next show. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's start with so this is the 60th episode, man. So we said we're gonna do we said we're gonna do 100. So we at the 60% mark of what we said we were gonna do. What have you learned, man? Good, bad, and ugly. Don't hold back. Yeah, what you have when you learn. We're dealing with a Jesse. So we went from Jessies to Negus. So what have you learned, brother?
I learned you match energy. That's one of them. I think we had, you called a business meeting on me early and put together a chart and everything with the funds. And I was like, let's do it. I'm gonna support you, brother. I think I dropped in a rack. Then we went back and forth with the receipts of, well, where the rack at, how much you gotta owe, and what's this and that. And I think like we said, you just have to handle your business. And we came back and we set up the LLC. We started keeping receipts and the trademarks, and look at us now. You know, we got
the trademarks
and all of that stuff. We had to do some paperwork first, but we started planning as well. So you just it's a marriage. You choose your spouse carefully, and I think you need to know, I've learned you need to be clear on what it is that you want to get out of a venture before you go in. Mine was just originally it was just, hey man, I want to see my brother do well. I'll come on the show and talk to him. We always have interesting conversations. This is, I always saw this as your lane. And I was just a pip. And as we grew, it was like, well, this could help you too, because you'll always have content out there of like thoughts, and knowing some of the projects that I got coming up. It's like, yeah, man, we helping each other. We growing, and we positively influencing our people. So that was I guess that we learn a lot, but that's my top learning.
That's the top learning. So I'll get the people. What's up, cuz? Leslie Gillespie, that's my cousin. I learned that it's very, very difficult to run two ventures at a time. So I think we talk behind the scenes, like, damn, like now I get the the 9 to 5 and growing something on the side while you at your 9 to 5, right? Because like so this has nothing to do with you, but it has something to do with you, right? Because we're building this thing together. So I realized like how, and now we're not gonna give everybody what we discussed behind the scenes, but how difficult. Because it becomes very difficult to do both. You know what I'm saying? When you growing two businesses at the same time, and you don't have like the guaranteed check, put it like that, like from a 9 to 5, so it becomes very difficult. So that's one of the
break that down, because I was on you. I remember I'm like, man, you got to do this and you got to do that, and you kept coming back at me like, man, I got to kill what I eat. I got this and that, and I'm like, bruh, I get that. I get it. I'm in a different position, but when you hungry, you find a way. You find a way.
So just going on that. So like, you was getting them like, yo, you got to do. So it was tense. This is early on when we was like, all right, we gotta make it a business now, because we was doing it. Well, let's get people that don't know, if you just tuning in, how it started. Like, you were talking to me about years about, yo, you got a talent, do this, that, and the third. So I started doing the podcast during COVID, right? And then you was like, so we brought you on to talk about your book, The Death of Mr. Good Game. We only got to, because we could talk forever, right? So we only got to a little bit of it. You was like, I was like, I got to bring you on because we ain't even get into detail. Brought you back on. Then you was like, yo, let's just continue going. So we was calling it, we were just doing it just to do it, the hustle hour. Then we was like, all right, let's make it a business. So we made it a business. So once we made it a business, obviously it was money already spent. We were spending money, and you was like, yo, you got to do this. So you was on it, like, yo, we got to do this. And I was like, yo, bro, like, I can't stop what I'm doing because I got to do this on my end. He's like, yo, you got to do it. It's all the same 24, no excuses.
Hey, that's what I tell my son. I've learned from HBCUs, we major in excellence and minor in excuses. I ain't trying to hear excuses. I was on you. I was, but you came through though. Look at the growth.
Yeah. So it was just a rough period because like I said, when you're doing both, so that's why I respect people like what's the white dude name? Although he got a huge team, but he's running like 3 companies.
All the black people, and he talking about the white dude. Who you talking about? Come on, tell me.
Who's the guy, man? The Twitter guy. He was gonna buy Twitter.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Yeah. Because I you know, obviously he has a huge team, but he's the brainchild behind like 3 companies. So, and he's actively involved allegedly in all of them. So, it's hard, man. But that's the main thing I learned. Also, learn patience. Like you said, it's a marriage. Learn like different perspectives. Like, I knew that anyway, but it's interesting when you like in the partnership, because this is my first partnership with somebody, right? So it's like learning like, all right, what's the rules of engagement? We had established that, like, yo, bro, like we could disagree, but sometimes you be like, yo, this joker being disrespectful. What is disagreement?
Look, go ahead and show the guns one more time. I zoomed in on you. And we learned about family, man. You know, we tried to use family for certain ventures and things like that. And hey, niggas gonna nig if you let them. You gotta sometimes you gotta stay on top of people and expect excellence, but you can't do that if you don't deliver excellence yourself. Yeah.
So those are the main 2 things. So you said summary, yours is a marriage. What else? What was the other one?
I forgot. Shoot, I'm fighting COVID, man. I got the Pedialyte. I told you I'm gonna be a pimp today.
All right, let's get into the show, man. So let's get into let's start with the NBA, bro. Let's start with some pop culture stuff, so we keep people engaged, man. Okay. So you saying Kyrie and KD, they still not traded, man? What you think about that? I don't think they're going anywhere personally, but I ask you first.
I don't think they're going nowhere either. The Nets really don't have a choice because of what Minnesota gave up for Gobert. For Gobert, they gave up 5 draft picks and like 4 players. We talked about this like 2 episodes ago. And he's a defensive player of the year. But if you got that, then the Nets, if you in their position, you like, well, shoot, we got Kevin Durant. We expect, but the market ain't there for that. You won't double what you got for Gobert because Kevin Durant could play defense, and so either they're gonna have to cut up like James Harden in the locker room, or who was it, Jimmy Butler? They're gonna either have to cut up and force them to trade them, or they just gonna have to stay there. Kyrie. I mean, he got his, and they both of them got their bags. Like, I think this could be a shift in the culture. This is almost like when LeBron went to South Beach. You know, owners got a decision. Yo, we just gave you a max contract, and a year in, you gonna tell us you don't want to play for us no more, and you expect us to work with you?
Yeah.
And send you where you want to go?
Yeah.
No, it got to be something in there for us. And I think other teams are sitting back like, well, y'all tear the club up then, because we can't give you what you want.
So it's crazy because I was my Negro P.I.N.G sports code is over there. I should have had it because I'm about to get Negro P.I.N.G mode on you, man.
Hold on. Let me get
where the banner at, man?
I got you,
bro. Like how y'all Durant, you wilding first of all. So I don't know where you at. You probably ain't gonna listen to this. You wilding. You just signed a max contract. You got 4 years left. Yo, bro, they paid you. They signed you when they knew you was injured. Yeah, there's no loyalty out here in these streets. You had the whole year off, and they signed you and paid you. If I was an owner, when the next collective bargaining agreement, I'd be like, yo, bro, we not giving guaranteed contracts like that no more, yo. Like it got to be a certain amount of games you got to play or something, because it making the owners look crazy. Like this dude just he sat out the whole year because he was injured. They paid him, and he only played what? This is 3rd season that just ended. And he played 2 seasons, bro, over a 3-year contract. Yo, so you get like $40 million a year. It's like crazy, yo. Now you want to leave? Nah, fam, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
We not going. I'm with you on that take, bro. Like they in a tough position. Like KD, this wasn't the time to demand that, bro. If that sets a precedent. As
Yeah. That so when the next, I'm assuming in the next collective bargaining agreement, they're gonna be like, yo, they're gonna put some stuff in place. Like, yo, if you sign this deal, you got to do this many years or something, man, before you can be traded or demand a trade. I don't know how it's gonna go, but like you can't sit out a whole year. You get paid for that whole year, and then 2 years later, you just sign an extension. Now you want to, nah, bro, nah.
Yeah, no, they got that now. That's why it's team options and player options. The understanding is you're gonna honor your contract the whole time until you get to your player option year. Then you have a choice. So they could try to be nice to KD, but I don't think KD has built up that goodwill like LeBron used to build with his teams to where you got that power like that, bro. Yeah, you on the court, you get buckets, but you ain't no community leader to where you gonna be able to pressure us to get you out of a contract like that. You ain't got what's LeBron's boy name? Rich Paul.
Rich Paul, yeah.
Like your homeboy ain't controlling the contracts of 4 people on this team.
And also LeBron, he also played out his contracts too. So he has yet to demand a trade. So I think I'm becoming a fan of KD, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I still like Kyrie only because he stood on what he stood on, but like he even wilding too, bro. Like, yo, you went to test the market and nobody took it. You was like, all right, I'm about to opt in. You gotta get your bag, yo. But yo, if you don't want to play basketball, fam, don't play basketball. You made enough money.
Said that. I feel like he's come to the conclusion during this COVID time that life is too short to just let your world revolve around one thing. And that's what I like about LeBron. Like, I'm more than just a basketball player. I can have impact in other places and use my influence. And I think Kyrie was like, I think he has some deaths in the family or something like that. And he just was like, yeah, I'm a basketball player. Matter of fact, I'm a dope basketball player, but that ain't all I am. And sometimes things will take precedent over basketball. That's just like us. If your wife having a baby, you don't care about work like that. Like, yo, yeah, I know I was supposed to come in to work. But something more just happened.
But Joe, he left the team. So this before COVID. He left the team for a week and then say nothing to nobody. Yo, you'll get fired at the job, yo.
But he in the position where it's like, well, fire me then. Who gonna produce what I produce? Knowing your worth and your value, man. That's where I'm getting. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, I'm reading all these books. Maybe they brainwashing me or something, but but he found out his value. He ain't get no takers, man. But he got his bag. Yeah, he wasn't gonna be able to get as much as that because he got to spend that time with the team. It's like rich dad, poor dad, man. Poor people and middle class work for money. Rich people make their money work for them.
Yeah. Oh, we got hold up. You can't give them the content yet because that's on our we supposed to talk about that again.
Yeah. But that I got another point to talk about on that. But I just want us when we do. Let me get our banner up. When we thinking about growth, think about how long we've known that you got to work for money, and then think about the concept of having any money you get, whether you got a lot or a little, work for you. Yeah. That money could work 24/7. Like, well, I ain't gonna get fired. Like the people who work in the hot sun, and y'all know y'all don't want them jobs, but they be working, hustling. Your money should be working for you. We shouldn't be slaving our lives away and donating our lives out for money, and that's what we do. And I feel Kyrie. I think Kyrie got to the point where, and it's hard telling. I always used to tell my college students this: it's hard telling broke folks money ain't everything. It's easy to sit on your perch and say after you got it that money ain't everything, or after you got your degree, school ain't everything. Yeah. But it really, you don't learn that unless you go through some stuff. If somebody who has it is telling you, peep game. The wise people can learn from others' mistakes. They don't have to make those mistakes themselves.
Yeah, I always get in. Well, I haven't been into it in a minute because I stopped arguing with Jessies and Negus. Well, not the Negus with the G-U-S, the Negus. stop arguing with them about the college thing, because you know it's for whatever reason in our community we promoting like, yo, don't go to college, don't go to college. But what I tell people is like, college is not it's not something that's going to guarantee you a job, right? You still got to get out there and hustle. But what college does do for you is give you a network, especially if you're from the hood. Like nowadays it's different because the middleman is kind of sort of gone. You know what I'm saying? Like with all these social media platforms, you could just reach out to whoever. But before that, if you wanted to talk to somebody like Charlie BIngham, you had to be at Howard Law School, or you had to be at you went to Morgan State, right? Then you had to be at what, Jackson State,
or you had to get lucky and catch me at the corner store sitting on the crates, just chilling.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So it's social capital, and I think we discount social capital a lot because I don't think we completely understand what that means as a community. Social capital is like, yo, who can I get on the phone that's going to take my call that I didn't give money to? You know what I mean? And you get that from, at least for me, like I ain't know anybody like that before. You know what I'm saying? I got Charlie BIngham, the good BIngham Hustle Hotep, the Bishop Hustle Hotep. I could call this joke on the phone like, yo, what you think about this, that, and the third? Yo, Ray and them can't do that.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that I feel Kyrie on that. We kind of strayed, but
yeah,
I think Kyrie has reached a certain level in life where he's like, life is too short. I want to play. I love the game, but I'll play when I want to play. Just because you pay me, that don't mean you control me, Jesse.
yeah. But yeah, he's also that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting with this, because I think they're coming up on a new agreement. I think they're supposed to come up this year, actually.
Yes, it's sometime soon.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting how it all plays out, because the reason they're getting these big contracts is because of the collective bargaining agreement. And I don't know, we'll see, man. The NBA has grown tremendously. You know what I'm saying? So you could get people making $50 million a year, and it's like it's nothing. Like the average jokers be getting $30 million a year. Like, yo, this dude is a sixth man, yeah.
But the owners is getting billions.
Yeah. So I was reading somewhere like the owners actually, you know what it is the owners that own teams. Like it's basketball, I'm talking specifically. I don't know about baseball and football, but it's more of a who got the biggest D contest. Like they don't necessarily make that money from it like that, but it's like, yo, I own the team. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get into these meetings, because rarely does teams go up for sale. So if you're a billionaire and you got everything, like it's only 30 NBA teams. You know what I'm saying?
It's an asset. It's cash.
It's an asset. Yeah.
They making 10x whatever they top player is making, easy.
Oh yeah, easy. That's every company though. That's every company.
Yeah. What else?
Every Fortune 500,000 company is making 10 times more. I think Raj told you that. Like Raj told us that. Professor Raj told, like, the company's gonna pay you 100,000, they making $1 million off you. Just 10x the number. Y'all remember him saying that. All right, man. Let's get to the next topic. All right, we got this is serious joint. The video shooting release. You want to share the video? You got the video up?
The video, which video?
You said it's worse than we thought. The CNN videos.
Yeah.
Rob Elementary School shooting. I guess we shouldn't show it. We don't got to show it.
We won't show it, but we could talk about it. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, so I intentionally don't watch these things anymore.
Because
I think we talk about controlling our inputs a lot, and it's on the show. I know I talk about it a lot, so I try not to watch shootings, murders, and fights. Every now and then I'll go down a rabbit hole and watch it, but I intentionally try not to watch these type of things. But what did you watched it? I'm assuming. So what was your breakdown of it?
No, I didn't watch it. I just read about it because they were somebody leaked it basically because they were determining whether they was going to watch it or not. And I mean, just even from this screenshot, that was good enough for me, man. You got these dudes peeking around the corner with guns, and they got semi-automatic weapons, and then I guess the shooter was down the hall and they never engaged them. And one officer, I guess somebody screenshotted. He had a Punisher screen lock. On his cell phone, and he's on his phone during the time. And they later found out his wife was one of the teachers that got killed. and you in the hall with a gun, bro. They got this video camera showing you in there with the rest of these coward officers, and you got a gun. I mean, your wife in there. Ain't nobody finna hold me back. Like, I'm going in like John Wick. Like, it's me and you, bro. I got bullets, you got bullets. I've been trained. Like, I'm hoping I'm gonna catch you a couple times, but if my wife in there, I'm not finna be peeking around the corner. I'm coming. Scarface, Jesse, like I'm coming in there, guns blazing, like it's a fair one. You got one, you got a big automatic, but I'm hoping I got aim or something, man. I gotta shoot my shot, and
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, like, you know, what the results come out, and if they post the results, because you know this time if it bleeds, it leads. So like, why were they waiting back? What was the training and all that type of stuff? Because this whole thing is perplexing to me, because I just don't understand anything about why they was waiting for anything. But
right, and it's one dude, and you got a whole police force, and y'all got bulletproof vests and helmets and all of that stuff. And his kids.
Yeah, his kids.
Not gonna protect kids.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I think this is a great campaign video for those that want to defund the police, because it's like, man, y'all had everything at y'all disposal and was scared, except heart. For me, that's what's missing. Y'all didn't have the heart. Y'all had all the tools and no heart.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what I guess they're gonna have an official report. Then it's gonna be like the private investigator, because you know the lawsuit's coming and all that. So
they had already been at the sheriff, who, because they first said it was one of their guys who went in there and shot the dude, and it was just somebody who was getting their hair. I think we talked about it on here. Was getting their hair cut and asked their barber for the shotty, because their kid or somebody was up there and went up in there and got him.
Yeah,
that's sad though, man. Sad, like America, where is we at? What's the police slogan? To serve and protect.
To protect and serve.
To protect and serve. You ain't protecting black people, and you definitely ain't serving us. It's like, hey man, why is our tax dollars going to y'all? Yeah. In the hood, you know, it's like the wild, wild west anyway. When you need the police ain't never there, and they ain't stopping much.
Yeah, the police I was talking to, I know a couple police officers. I got a couple police officers in my family, so their job is not to prevent crime, yo. That's not they don't prevent crime at all. Like you got
police in your family. That's why you timid. I'm wondering why this brother ain't went out P.I.M.P.I.N.G on me. Okay. I understand it. Don't get fired from the cookie.
No, you know what it is? I tell them the same thing. I told him, I said, yo, I don't want to see you on the news, bro. Like, you doing something crazy. What I'm saying is it's one of those things. I try to be careful with the armchair quarterbacking, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know what they were trained, what they were told, why they're not moving. The whole thing is perplexing to me. But I don't want to jump out there and be like, yo, you should have did this and the third one. I don't even know what their orders were. You know what I mean? But it's going to come out, because they're going to have the official report, and then these families are going to have their lawyers. The lawyers going to hire investigators, and then their report is going to come out, and then the truth is going to be somewhere in the middle, like what really happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it just look crazy. Like, yo, you just standing there. Like, what was the orders? You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I really don't know.
That goes back to freedom and this Kyrie conversation. Yeah, that's your employer and whatever. But in life, if your child is in there, your wife is in there, what orders you need? You that committed? You that assimilated to whatever this hierarchical structure is that you can't think on your own and be an independent thinker and move? That's why I like Kyrie. Like Kyrie, like, yeah, y'all paying me. And I know I got what's your boy out there with the Philly fro from Philly?
He from New York.
Stephen A. Yeah. I know I got Stephen A out there helping the owners and talking bad about me, but I don't care about that. I gotta almost like the self-care. I gotta do what's best for me. We got a comment. Yes, they are. I'm assuming, Kimberly, that probably is pertaining to something the good deacon said, and I was thinking the same thing. I don't know if when you was like, well, I don't know if they trained for this. What? Jesse, that's the whole job. If you ain't got the heart, You don't need to be in there. You got the equipment. The only thing they was missing the heart, and you got the training. Like, there's no excuse for that, bro. You supposed to go in. I ain't called me.
No. What I'm saying is I don't know the training. So if I said I don't know if they was trained for that, I misspoke. I don't know the training
with a gun.
Yeah, I don't know why they were, because they go through all these things, right? These scenarios. I don't know why they were sitting back. You know what I'm saying?
They trained to kill Negus. Where my hat at? They trained another day with the oppressor. They trained to kill us. They don't have to think and do all of that analyzation when it comes to
no, they don't. Yeah. But, yeah.
I ain't giving them no pass on that. What else you got, brother?
Let's got the I guess speaking of, I don't know if you want to play this video because I didn't look at the drill rapper. So I wish Corey was on here, because Corey, where you at, Corey? Because we've been talking. There you go. We've been talking about this drill thing, right? And so Corey, this is we got Corey Rashad Bowens in the building. Training ain't reality.
Control, good people. This is my
hold
on. This is my
This is your Jessie of the week. Yeah.
This is the Jessie of the week, y'all. So let me scroll up to the title. Sorry that we got all the ads, but a popular New York City drill rapper runs over his op in car, then tags the victim and posts vid on TikTok. This is, where are we, people? This is crazy. There's his op, runs him over, and keeps going, and then posts get up. Can I do the solo? How I do the solo?
Yeah, you gotta. I got you. Look,
my kings, Negus, where are we at now? Like, you know where you going, bro. You just gave them all the evidence they need. Is that what we doing for clout? Is that what it's about? Is this what drill rapping is? Like, I want to have
so what's name?
I serve a very powerful God.
So Lord, put the Negro pen up. Put the Negro pen up.
All right, and you want your solo?
Nah, you don't gotta go solo. You don't got solo for me. I don't like the solo. I'll be getting a little. I like seeing reactions and all that. So we've been talking about this in the group chat. Drill music. One of my art school classmates, he hit me randomly like, yo, like it's about a month ago or so. He was like, yo, we gotta do something about this drill music. I said, yo. So I went down a rabbit hole of the drill music, Chicago drill music specifically, about 2 weeks ago, and I hit the group chat like, yo, it's crazy what's going on. I didn't know that really that many people was getting killed on it. So this is the Negro P.I.N.G, right? If you're doing, I said this to many people now. This is gonna be my fourth person. I'm telling this to our audience. If you're gonna kill somebody, right? If you're gonna say you're gonna make a song about it, right? You're gonna go in the studio and make a song about it. You decide that you're gonna release this song to the public, and then you're gonna make a video about it. Whatever smoke you get after that, whether that's you get murdered, jail, whatever, I don't feel sorry for you, bro. I feel like we as people, human beings, gotta just come to a point that some people not worth saving, yeah. Now, because if you're doing all that, I know it is the brain development and all that, but still, like, yo, you decide it's so many steps along the way that you be like, nah, I'm not doing this, and you do all that. You put it on a video, you make a song about it. If you, whatever happens to you, God bless, or not.
I can't even be mad at that take. I don't even know if that's Negro Pen. I know it's probably a lot of people feel like that. Ain't no
because so the reason I think it's a Negro Pen take is because you got some people that's they like, no, we gotta save the children and all that. Nah, man, some of these jokers gotta die. Some of these jokers gotta go to jail. It is what it is. Yeah, like I said, if you doing all that, you get whatever smoke come to you. Whatever comes to you, you earn that, yo.
Yeah. I want to say that, but again, and I respect what you saying. Let me put that out there. I don't even think that's Skip Bayless. That, like, I respect it, and that's probably the majority opinion. I want to try to hold out hope for humanity. You know, as a Christian, I want to
what I'm saying though. Humans ain't gonna make it long term, bro. We ain't making it long term. Well, that's in the Bible. We ain't making it long term. So
yeah. Speaking, we could go. I ain't gonna take us down that too far, but you're right, man. And I just want to hold on to hope that, you know, we all did some foolish things under peer pressure or whatever when we was young. and thank God that he gave us grace and mercy to grow and come out of that. So I don't want to just cast them away because that's some super foolish stuff. But I could tell you my stupid thing that I share with people, peer pressure. Just one New Year's Eve, this was when I was in Mississippi, me and like maybe 10 other brothers decided we just gonna smoke 100 blunts on New Year's Eve. Everybody bought just 100, the random number, and we did it. My memory probably messed up because of that until this day. But I mean, for me, I look back at that and I think that's just as stupid as doing something like this. We just didn't have the internet. Had we had the internet, we would have posted that sucker. I'm sure we would have posted it because that was the whole point. And it's like, whoo, thank goodness for grace and mercy. So yeah, that's some ignorant stuff, and you deserve what you get. I agree with you. And it's just, I hope you have
God. Here. So this is my only push. This is my only pushback on you because I agree with everything you're saying. So it's not really a pushback. It's a caveat. It's a fine print. We all do dumb things, and we're going to do dumb things in the future because we're all human beings, right? That go with grace and mercy. But there's levels to stupidness. Yeah, there's levels to stupidity.
My boy Corey done put it out there. Let's leave that out there so people. I agree. These folks feel like they not long for the earth. He said a word there. Like, if you don't think you're going to grow up past 18 anyway, you might as well get
that's a hard line. I feel like these kind of folks don't think they're long for the earth anyway. Damn,
yeah.
Corey,
that's what I said. That's a bar.
Right, that's a bar. You going to do that on Bars Edition? You going to break that down on Bars Edition?
Hold on, we might take that and trademark it, Corey. You better hurry up. Hey, call the deacon for his services. That's trademark worthy because that's real, man. I come from that area. Like, you don't think you long for the earth, so you do some dumb stuff, and then when you keep living, it's like, oh, well, I made it past that age, and but he's right though. That's real, and yeah.
But also though, even if you don't think that though, right? So the caveat, the fine print for me is like, it's not everybody that even is. So we talking about a minority group of people, right? So even people that are gang banging, or even people in Chicago, most kids in Chicago are not in gangs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most kids in Chicago are not doing drill music, talking about rap, people they kill. Like, we're still talking about a minority of the population. So what? And you can't answer this. I think this is a question for the Lord, or the $1 billion, $1 trillion question. Like what makes somebody? We all getting the same inputs for the lack of for the most part, or similar inputs, not the same, because everybody we all interpret it different. So what makes somebody on the same block go to college, right, or stay out of trouble versus I'm going to start doing this drill and I'm going to run this dude over and post it on social media in New York City?
It goes back to the nature versus nurture discussion, man. And we not all getting the same input. So I'm glad you switched that up, because y'all could be on the same block, but one kid could be coming home to his mom and hearing you ain't ish, you ain't gonna never be ish, you just like your father, your uncles, your yada yada yada, while the kid on the same block is being told, you know what, you a king, don't worry about it, we poor, but you rich in spirit. And
how you reading them books?
For pizza.
The book.
You know, but that don't mean I didn't steal honey buns and Doritos out the plate with the person who being told they not ish. It's that grace and mercy. And you know, you don't have to be a gang banger or in the gang bang culture to feel like you're not long for the earth. Sometimes poverty, that pressure can be on you, man. If you look around and everything is destitute and the only people you see that are successful are people who done did some treacherous stuff, you could feel like you ain't long for the earth either, so you might as well do some treacherous stuff. So I get it, but shout out to Corey. Corey, hit that Cash App, and then we might hit you back something, because you dropped the bar on the show.
You gotta take the band off so our Cash Apps come up.
Okay, I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the direction, director.
So I just think it's a tricky subject, because you dealing with at that point, to me, like, you did all that, I'm not interested in saving you, personally. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, we gotta
we got defund hope for y'all.
Come on, what else we got? Because we got some pretty good topics. We just been dragging.
All right, you got COVID's back outside. We talked about that. You got a 13-year-old activist that goes in. So this is your thing. I watched it, but what is she talking about? You want to share the video?
Yeah, I'll share the video.
Because I didn't get the context of her speech. I know she's talking about
this is the future, that's all.
13 years old. All of you are adults. Adults, right? You can drive, you can drink, you can vote. I don't have that. When I asked my mom if I could be dropped off here, her response was, "Is it safe? Is it safe?" You know, we had someone come up here and talk, and don't teach our children to disobey those who are protecting us. I don't see them protecting me. If you want to talk about those protecting me, I look to those who are standing right now because my trust isn't in them. I don't trust any of you. I don't trust any of the police officers because you have shown time and time again that we cannot trust you. I go to City High Middle School, just voted the top high school in the state. You know what they teach us? Teach us to speak up for yourself. We're IB learners, right? We're smart. None of you are smart. None of you can recognize murderers. You can identify that there is a problem, but you cannot fix it. I don't know much about the law. Again, I'm young, but I'm pretty sure an accomplice to a murder should be arrested. And right now, all of you sitting and doing nothing are accomplices to a murder.
Please refrain from the additional commentary.
Yes, dude, 3 minutes, brother. That's long.
He don't want to hear that good church. No, that's I shared that because we talking about hope. What you say, defund hope?
Defund the hope for not for her, for them other jokers.
I still got hope, man. That
you the bishop. You the bishop.
We got so long as we teach the next generation, and you and I have talked about this on this show. I think we got hope. We gonna come out of this. She was well spoken, polished. Somebody sent the video to me. I don't know what she talking about other than police. You ain't doing your job, which we just talked about. I agree with, but the passion and the energy that she brought, like you could tell she's very intelligent. She wasn't nervous at all. Like that's her. Like she came out like this ain't no script. Like this is what it is. I'm just gonna speak my mind. And if we got powerful minds like that, we need to amplify them, because some of us old heads, and I used to think about this coming up through the HBCUs. It's like, man, and you and I have talked about this. Y'all resting on y'all laurels. Like we had a Supreme Court justice, but what are we doing now? Like, stop pointing to all of the civil rights people. Like, what are we doing now? Like a lot of the admin and the senior leadership at like some of these HBCUs, I didn't really respect them like that, because it's like, oh, you did that in the 50s and the 60s, but what are you doing now? Now you sitting in the perch and you kind of working for the man. You scared to ruffle some feathers or do this and that, even though you know it's right. Like, stop resting on your laurels. We got to constantly be learning and growing.
So speaking of the HBCUs resting on your laurels, and because I don't know if you remember this or not, the dean is going to remain nameless. When he had a meeting with us and basically told us the shuck and jive when we go into the interviews. Remember that?
I remember a lot of people telling us stuff that was conventional wisdom that I didn't follow because I was led by faith. I'm the chicken man, the chicken wing man.
The chicken wing man.
We talked about that. I'm going to do me.
But you remember that, though? You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember every career services thing there was. I remember I accepted my first job because we was told constantly that first years don't get jobs.
Yeah.
So the first job offer I'm like, bet I'm coming back. Like, I don't know about the rest of you, Jessies. And then I find out something different. Like, well, why would y'all say that then? Y'all putting the low denominator on everybody.
So part of it, I'm talking because we got to make sure we're not we don't become what we don't like. You know what I'm saying? So Animal Farmer is one of my favorite books for that reason. So as we get older, we got to make sure we staying progressive and telling people like, yo, it don't have to be this way. Because I remember yo, I'm telling us, yo, show all your teeth, wear this type of tie, have this type of haircut. And I get it to a certain degree, but there's never gonna be progress if we're always conforming. You know what I'm saying? And like progress don't come from necessarily, like there has to be somebody inside, but it also got somebody being outside that just knocking down the doors. You know what I'm saying? Or saying like, nah, we're not doing. We're seeing that now since, you know, black folks are hot right now. But yeah, I remember like the shucking and driving and all that type of stuff. Like, make sure your handshake is not too firm.
That's crazy. We got a lot, man. We can't miss. I gotta drag you along, the host, because you've been you dragging us. We got to move to the other stuff. We got some think again.
What's the thing again joint?
Oh boy, I'm finna. This what you sent me. And
oh yeah. Think
like
again.
For trans residents trying to conceive, birth, and parent in the Peach State.
Jamel having to go into the hospital and having to have an F on his band because the medical system hasn't upgraded to be able to take care of trans people the way that trans people deserve to be treated.
There needs to be a clear boundary between what you believe at home and how you treat your patients.
What was it like being pregnant as a man?
It was very emotional. It was very physically challenging. I mean, even the process of getting pregnant was uncomfortable. Having to ovulate and menstruate, that brought a lot of dysphoria to me. But it also made me more comfortable with my body.
Jamel is already.
All right.
Yeah, so we got this thing again segment for last week. Y'all go back when we talking about birthing parents versus mother, right? Yeah, so you could be I don't know, man. Where you gonna go with it? Not to laugh, because I don't want to get no group text from somebody. So that's a nervous laugh, because I don't know what the joker want to say. So before you can send me the group chat, like y'all need to take this serious. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I'm just gonna say I'm like Kyrie, man. I am who I am. My love is always my intention, and learning and growth and understanding. And so last week we talked about mothers and birth parents, and I think it was the wonderful Kimberly Williams who was like, well, all females or women cannot have children, and something else. But you sent this to me. I don't know why you sent it to me, but it threw me off. Like, oh yeah, didn't think about that. Because if you're a trans woman, that means, or a trans, I get confused. But you were born a woman with women organs. Let's put it like that. And then you transitioned over to being a man. You still have
so you're trans man. Yeah. So like we just saw there, they look like a male, but they still able to give birth. And it's like, well, what does that do for, and we just wanted to come back and stand corrected. What does that do for the conversation of birthing mother versus a mother? And it's just like, yeah, man, I can say it's just all confusing. But in my mind, and this may seem disrespectful, I think the law of science or nature still applies. And I just summarize it like the good old Coming to America line. Your mama named you Clay. I'm gonna call you Clay. I'll call you whatever you want by name, pronoun, whatever, to be respectful, because I don't want to be disrespectful. But in my mind, that's not a man having a baby. You still a woman. You tried to say so the laws still apply. So she still. So I think this is where I'm learning a little bit. So if anybody out there that's more knowledgeable than me, so I think you got to make a difference between the distinction between male and man. Like male is the sexual designation, male, female, versus being a man. So that's why they're trans woman, trans man. So they don't. I don't think they call themselves trans female. You know what I mean?
Ah, look at you educating a brother.
I run laps. I think I'm not 100% sure. I think so. I'm not.
That makes sense, but to be humble, that's why we brought it up the topic. Like, we stand corrected. Okay, here's an instance. Like, Yeah,
and you know what? I ain't gonna even go there. So
hubby was sitting right there, like, yep, we just had the baby, and they was like a real couple right there in the video. Like, all right, yeah,
and that was I ain't gonna go there. So let's talk about the book, because we got 5 minutes.
All right, Rich Dad Poor Dad
again, Rich Dad Poor Dad again. So you got this on again. So I don't know if that was a mistake or.
No, that wasn't. I learned some more. He has a game that teaches you how to do
cash flow quadrant.
That's what cash flow. So I ordered the game. Me and the kids gonna play it at some point when I get over this COVID stuff and get on quarantine. But I'll share the learnings of it. I also started listening to this book, The Mountain Is You.
What's that about?
I'll put it in the chat by Brianna West, and this is about a lot, but let me give you her tag: transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery. And you know, we be self-sabotaging.
We gotta get more. So from 61, we just gotta get more, because we gotta drop the books again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our book list.
Yeah.
I think it has helped us grow a lot. I just put it in the chat. So that's a book. Let's read that together. And then I finally listened to Pusha T, man.
What you think about it? What you think about it? But the good Bishop, has the whole time. What you think about it?
I think he's really wed to the street life, man. I'm glad his brother kind of found the Lord and got out of it.
He's no malice now. No malice. That's his name.
Pusha T remind me of the suburban kids that would come to the hood and just fall in love with it, and just glamorize it. But the real hood kids, we ain't like that crap. We trying to get out of there. I don't know if Pusha T is really about that life or not, but he's still heavy on that coke and cocaine and buying Lamborghini music. And it's like, your words is nice, you put them together nice, your beats is nice, you cold. But dude, do you got any other content? And I understand why I haven't heard about his album other than VA or Lambert Logan mentioning it to us, because you talking about the same content. You just done changed the references and you nice at it. He nice. That what is it? I wrote down Neck and Wrist featuring Jay-Z. He got some bangers, but it's like, dude, you talking about coke? What, you probably older than me now.
He older than us. For sure, 100%. The reason I like Pusha T is I like the way he puts it together.
Yeah, he nice.
So for me, it's like, although it's coke rap, coke drug dealing, self-sabotaging, all that Negus, the Negus, NIGGA stuff, the way he puts it together to me is more art to me than just straight like drill. I mean, I can't really. I'm trying to think of somebody that makes that type of music that I just think just be making it is not really
some Migos type stuff. You ain't got no bars. You just talking about cut it, cook it, cook it.
See, the Migos. I like what Migos doing. I'm trying to think of somebody that I'm thinking like, you just make ignorant music that's not artistic to me. I can't think of anybody off top. They're just not on my radar right now.
All right, let's move the show.
All right, so we got the
I want y'all to watch this, man. You remember, everybody know about All American with I forget the boy name that's based out in California. This is one of the characters as they go to HBCU, man. I finished the series or this season in like 3 days while I've been down on COVID on my phone, man. That's probably why I still got it, because I ain't been getting no sleep. But it's really good. I recommend.
All American, what's that? That was a TV show. This is a spinoff.
Remember the football show? People, Spencer James, people was making comments and all of that. I think Tay Diggs is like the coach.
Oh, yeah. I know too.
This is All American, but it's at an HBCU, because that was like in Beverly Hills somewhere. But this show is dope. It just shows some of the stuff we gotta go through as black people and as at HBCU.
So who's the show running that? You know what it is? We talk offline. We talk later about it. I know you're sick, but this is going back to what I was saying with you online and offline. Like, all the stuff we're doing should be working together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we building a brand, so all this stuff can just be working together, because that's a brand right there. So now they spent off. Like, you look at Power, you look at that, you look at the Marvel Universe.
I got the plans for that. But it's Nikichi Okoro Carol is the creator. I'm just going to assume that's some of that Nigerian excellence.
Yeah. That
we
is.
got,
all right.
We got a few minutes. I think
30. I got. God, who praying? You praying? I prayed last week.
Yeah, because you cracked a joke about something. All right. Yeah. Heavenly Father, we just come to you. Thank you for this opportunity to grow, to discuss how we're negotiating different areas in our life to grow. We thank you for the audience. We thank you for allowing us to make it to 60. This is a big deal, and we want to pause and acknowledge it and acknowledge you. We ask for your continued grace and mercy as we head to 100. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 59.45. The stock market is crashing. Crypto is down. Buy income. SPG.MO. You could thank me later. Go look at those tickers. SPG.MO. We out.
We out. Peace.